Marvel Rivals Season 2 is launching next week, and we've already got a hint of when we might be seeing our first look at the new season, and it's a lot sooner than you'd first think. Before that though, Marvel Rivals' best cosmetic ever to release is now available to earn in-game, this very second for free for a limited time. Yeah, it's finally here. The moment we've all been waiting for. This Venom emote can be picked up in-game right now, but the way to get it could be quite challenging if you haven't played the game much over the past couple weeks. You'll essentially have 10 days to complete the entire Galactus Adventure event. You need to unlock all 24 items on the event board, and then the Venom emote will be given to you. Completing the event is actually just as simple as completing the event missions, but if you're short on time, you may struggle. So a quick tip is that you can complete them in practice against AI games. I found that the easiest way to get healing missions done personally. And then when it comes to dealing damage and getting eliminations, I found the best way to do it was in Doom Match, which is a really fast way to do sort of more damage-based missions. The missions will stack too, so you can do multiple missions at once to speed up the process. Just a heads up though with this thing, that Venom emote may be gone forever after this event. Maybe they'll bring it back in future April Fool's events in future years, but it's definitely not coming back anytime soon, so don't miss out. And speaking of not missing out, you're not going to want to go anywhere this upcoming Friday. If you didn't know already, usually Marvel Rivals will team up with streamers to announce and showcase the new heroes and season features live. And Tim the Tatman may have just let slip that he has a sponsored Marvel Rivals stream on Friday. Here's what he said.
We'll be playing Marvel on Friday. I'll tell you that flat out. So, reason being, we have a hashtag ad with Marvel on Friday. So, and some stuff that I can't necessarily talk about yet that I'm excited about. So, I can tell you that.
Now, whilst the devs haven't made an official announcement yet, I'm sure with the release for Marvel Rivals Season 2 just being 10 days away, it does make sense that it will be a stream for the new season. Not 100% confirmed, just to put it out there, but seems likely. Now's a good time to subscribe to my channel as well, because usually Marvel Rivals partners do get access to the new season early, and that includes me. So if the Marvel Rivals devs do have another partner event for this new season, this time I'll make sure to do as good of a job as possible covering all of the changes, and we'll have a video showing before and after comparisons for the patch notes and balance changes. So yeah, consider subscribing for that. So what can we actually expect for the lead up to Season 2's launch? Well, like usual, the Marvel Rivals social pages will get very busy. We can expect a trailer for the new hero to drop, their abilities will go up on their website, and then also a costume trailer should follow soon after. Usually we'll get a new map trailer sometime before the launch of Season 2, and to top it all off, a dev vision video where the devs will share in person the exciting features coming to the next big update. And then just before the launch, we should get a full patch notes blog with all of the big changes. So let's do predictions. What are we expecting in terms of actual content then going into this new season? Well, we're going to get one new hero at the start of the season and then another new hero halfway through the season. This current Season 1 was kind of like a mega season, but going forward, the normal sort of flow should be one new hero every half season. So yeah, we're going to get a new hero in just 10 days time. Now, there's a lot of rumors going online that it could be this, that, and the other. I personally believe it's most likely to be Blade. It follows the flow of the story currently in the game. We know that Blade is currently captured by Dracula, and it makes the most sense that he's the hero most likely to be freed as soon as Season 1's sort of completely finished, right? So yeah, to me, hero number one, probably Blade. Now I did make a video talking about Blade and his potential abilities. I think one of the most fun things about Blade is he's a very versatile hero that has a lot of powers and also a lot of experience with different weaponry. So that really sort of expands the potential kit for him. It does make the most amount of sense that he's going to be a duelist, though, considering he's all about weapons. He has a giant double-edged sword, which can actually be seen in his Marvel Rivals model, so that is very likely to be somewhat involved with his kit. But he's also got experience with ranged weapons, from flamethrowers to machine guns to crossbows to vampire, stakes, all sorts of stuff. So it's really going to be interesting to see what his kit could be capable of. Remember that Blade is sort of like half vampire. His mother was bitten by a vampire while she was pregnant, and then later on, he was bitten by Morbius. So he has a lot of vampire powers, but not as many of the drawbacks of being a vampire. So he is a very strong character. He has passive healing, kind of similar to Wolverine in terms of his actual lore-based abilities, so that could be put into his kit somehow. He's got super strength, super agility, and he never gets tired. And there's just so many other interesting parts about his ability, so you have to check out my other video on it if you want to learn more. But what other content can we expect? Well, we're definitely getting a new map. A lot of the lore in game seems to suggest we're going to Krakoa, which is the same island that the Hellfire Gala is held on. Now, the Hellfire Gala is like a big mutant event where the new X-Men team is announced, and it's usually held fairly regularly, and, you know, that could be a good tie-in for what the new Battle Pass theme is. The Hellfire Gala has some of the most swagged out costumes in the whole of Marvel Rivals history, so I think this would be a great theme for the Battle Pass, and I really hope they go down that route, because it would be really awesome to see some Hellfire Gala skins across all of the heroes currently in the game. We can also, of course, expect a bunch of balance changes and adjustments. It was recently announced by one of the devs at Marvel Rivals that they like to balance for casual play more so than competitive, and that's their main focus. And I think it's quite nice to see a game like that these days. And whilst the esports for Marvel Rivals has been absolutely blowing up and it's been incredible to watch, I think balancing and focusing on making sure the game is fun first and foremost, make sure everyone else can have fun without them feeling like it's all getting a bit too sweaty, which I guess sometimes happens with Marvel Rivals anyway. But even though they are balancing for fun, a meta still evolves at the high level anyway, which is really cool to see. I really like the way that the devs are focusing on this, so I'm very excited to see what the patch notes will hold for Marvel Rivals Season 2. We also know there'll be new team-ups and adjusted existing team-ups, and considering this is like a big new season, Season 1 was kind of like a carry-on from Season 0, I think we're going to see some quite significant changes when it comes to team-ups, so I'm very excited about that. The best thing we can do is keep an eye out on the Marvel Rivals social pages, because they'll start to announce a bunch of stuff when it comes to when all of these trailers and streamer events are dropping, so keep an eye out on that. And that's not it. We've also got some other stuff coming in just a couple days. In fact, in 2 days' time, we're going to get 2 new skins in Marvel Rivals. We are going to get Hawkeye Ronin and Thor Lord of Asgard. And as soon as the devs kind of post the MVP videos and stuff like that, I'll make sure to cover that as well. They aren't legendary skins, so there won't be any unique sound effects. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. Would be nice to see more legendary skins, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. Besides that, just make sure to get in the game and claim the Venom twerk emote. It's definitely gonna be worth your time. I don't know how often this will come back, if ever, to be honest. Thanks for watching, my friends, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio.